Wat fijn sweet.
Right.
Ach, what happened? Why can't he come?
Because Carolina has maybe that's the 16 and
Okay,
very dangerous.
it's not. Oh, it's not sweet.
But if you have the corner, which you mentioned,
Didn't you not dust it?
but we don't know. Whatever it is in here. I don't want to get this
Well,
You're right. Okay, then. What happened to you? It's all you.
he's in the car taking care of you.
You go and switch rooms.
So that's what I was doing.
Why not? Why not?
I should go there,
Why
right?
not? Yeah.
And then
He wants to
he'll
show
call
me.
you.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then he'll call you.
Oh, this is
Make it
Uncle
okay,
Peter's
yeah?
on.
What are you doing? You don't have to do that. Oh, but then how are you going to do it? How are you doing it? But how are you doing it? I'll do it for you. They'll shift their feeling. And also in pill. And pill is just clear.
Yeah.
Yes. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, דיין האמת. This is Siddur Kavim. Hatzor Tamim Palo Kichol Derachav Mishpat Eil Lamuna Ve'inovel Tzadik V'Yosher Hu. Hatzor Tamim B'chol Poal V'yomer Lo Maskifo Hashalet B'mato V'mal Neimus Inachayim Morid V'ol V'yol. Hatzor Tamim B'chol Maaseh V'yomer Lo Ma'ataraseh Ha'omer V'yoiseh Chesed Chino Lanu Sa'atil B'skush Shenekat Kiseh Takshiva V'yaseh Tzadik B'chol Derachav Hatzor Tamim Erech Apayim Amali Rachim Chamel Noah V'Chusna Alavos Uvanim Ki Lecha Adon Haslichos V'Harachamim Tzadik Atoy Nei Lahamis Ulahachios Asher Biyato Pikdon Karuchos Kalil Lecha Zechroneinu Brimchos V'Yadno Einecha V'Rachim Aleinu Pekuchos Ki Lecha Adon V'Rachim Haslichos Adam in Ben Shana Yichya Yalav Shana Yichya Ma Yisrael Lo Lo hayo yiyah baruch daino emes memus u'mechaya baruch hu ki emes dinoi u'meshoti d'akol b'yeinu u'meshal miyadum cheshbon v'dinu v'akol v'shmo hodoi yitenu yodanu adonai ki tzedek mishvotecha titzdak v'davrecha v'siska v'shavtecha ve'en lahara achar midas shavtecha tzadik ato adonai ki yasher mishvotecha dayan emes shoifet tzedek v'emes baruch daino emes shekol mishpat of tzedek v'emes Never spochad yadecha tzedek moli minecha rachim al peit hason yadecha the summer the malach herb yadecha gedol ha'etz of rava aliyah ashreinecha pekuchos al kol darchi v'nei moses der kedrachav v'chikli marolav lahagit yosher noit suri v'leavosa bo adinoi nasan v'adinoi lokach yishem adinoi v'vayrach v'urachim yichabarava in v'layashkes v'hir v'lahashir apoy v'layarkol chamaso. We're now going to say the special Kaddish. The two, the Availum, Stephen, come over and say, Stephen.
I'll be saying it here in Israel as well.
Good. Say together.
Yiskadash, Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Madu Asi Adata. La'achya Messiah. Aye Ova. Ulamidnai Karta Yerushalayim. Ulashachlel Heichale Begava. Ulamekar Fulchana Nufra Me'ara. Ulaasava Fulchana Dishmaya Asra. V'yamlich kucha richu v'malchuse v'yikare v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei v'chol beis Yisrael v'agola u'zman kari v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Leolam Almei Omaya Yisparach Yishtabach Yisparach Yisraimam v'yisnaseh, v'yishadar, v'yishalech, v'yishalal, shmei v'kudusha b'richu, le'ela min kol b'chasa v'shirasa, tushbechasa v'nechemasa, da'amiran v'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya, v'chayim tovim, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oiseh shalom b'mrama, u'v'rachama, yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen.
Okay, so
Well, Uncle Vito just wants to finish. Where is he? I don't know how to do it. Where is he?
Okay. Let him speak. Okay, go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Speak as loud as you can.
Loud.
I'll speak as loud as I can. As I was
Good.
saying, my mother was a bridge for our family to the generation before us and the generations before us. My wife pointed out as we were standing here while she was buried, how my grandparents are also buried in this cemetery. We had a moment to see their kvarim, their graves as well. This is the way of the world that my grandson is playing and crying in the next room, and my mother, my children's grandmother, is being buried in 6,000 miles or so away. The world as we know it is just like it says in Kohelet, Dor ba v'dor lech. A generation comes and a generation goes. As part of both the human race, and especially as part of Am Yisrael, we know this connection. We are members of this chain. We are all links in this chain. And I am so grateful to my mother, together with my siblings, my brothers and my sister, that our mother and our father brought us to this world and our connection to this world. I was thinking as I was preparing for this hesped, for this eulogy, the word hesped in Hebrew, eulogy, the root of that word is safad, samech pei daled, and that is a short, two word. It is a contraction of two words. It's the last, the penultimate, the second to last verse in the book of Kohelet of Ecclesiastes. Sof davar, sof davar is samech pei daled. Sof davar, hakol nishma, et Elohim yira ve'et mitzvotav shemo ki ze kol ha'adam. If we, to translate somehow, if we come to the bottom line, the end of the thing, the end of everything, after everything is all heard, we must fear God and do his commandments, because this is all of man. It doesn't say all of Yisrael, it says all of man. All of the world must recognize its creator. And just as we were created, each and every one of us were created by our mother and our father, there are three partners in the development and of the creation of each and every one of us: our father and our mother of God. And now my mother is going to be with God, and this is and there's not much more to say at this point. Much will be said during the Shiva, and I'm grateful to all of you who managed to come today, and may you all have many, many years with your loved ones. Toda rabah.
Amen.
And then I'll speak last. Is that okay?
Sure. So I would like to really check in.
Mom, I thought you were going to live forever. I thought you were going to live forever. He was such an unbelievable personality. And I keep thinking, what can I learn? How do you have children like this? I've never in my life seen chesed like this, ever, ever. The way my husband took care of you, the way Aviva and Binyamin and her friends, a whole army of friends, and her children, Eliza and Ezra and Orly, and my children, Yehuda and Bruchi and Rachel and Libby, how everybody just took care of you, how everybody wanted to take care of you and do chesed and be with you. And this is it. I wrote it down, just 3 words. You accepted everyone. Whoever came, you accepted. You accepted everyone, and that acceptance brought love. Because you were accepting to everyone, everybody loved you. And because everybody loved you, everybody wanted to do chesed. And that's what you gave over, to accept everybody where they are, to love people no matter who they are. And from that acceptance and from that love came such chesed. I mean, to see Kanai the way my husband, I've never seen anything like it, and Aviva and Binyamin, and the way everybody took care. It wasn't regular, and everybody wanted to be around you, and how Aunt Phyllis and Autumn used to come to Florida to just spend 2 days with you and get your nails done, and just have dinner with you. Everybody wanted to be around you, and Aviva's friends, they all wanted to just talk to you, not because Aviva told them to go, because they wanted to come. They wanted to be around you, and they wanted to be near you, because you loved everybody, and you gave that over to everyone. And Hashem should help that you should continue to give that over. And we had such great times with you. And Yehuda spoke today, and he was talking about memories. All I could see was you when you had your blonde short hair, and I just saw you in my driveway when we bought the house. And you came, and all of a sudden I looked, and Yehuda was in a red fly radio, what were they called? Radio flyer, red wagon. And you looked up, and you just said, every boy has to have a radio fly wagon. And you were just pulling Yehuda around in that wagon. I just see you like yesterday, and how every week we came when you were in New York, and we came to visit you every week. There wasn't a week that went by that we didn't come. And if we didn't come to you, then you came to us, and you would stay for a few days with us in Muncie when we bought the house. And then when you went to Aviva, and when Eliza was born, was that a simcha. Do you remember how she took care of Eliza? It was such a simcha, how when you moved down to Florida and those days, how you enjoyed each and one of Aviva's kids. And it was such a simcha. And this last year and a half was a gift. And this gift, I have to thank Aviva and Binyamin and the kids for this gift. Because when you were in New York, the last 7 months, we had 7 institutionalizations, 4 hospitalizations, and 3 times in rehab. And every single time the doctors told us, this is it. That's why we thought you'll always live. 4 times they told us, when you were in ICU, we should call the family members, you're not going to make it. And not only that you made it, but this move to Florida was unbelievable. This was an extra year and a half that was a gift. It was a gift. It was just a gift. And when we came to see you this last time with my kids, it was a gift. It was just a gift. It was unbelievable. A real, real, real gift. And when you came back to New York, and my Bruchi spent that Shabbos, remember Bruchi? That Shabbos with you? And took care of her and stayed. So we got a ladies till Monday with such mysterious effort. So much chesed from all that love and acceptance just came chesed. That's all. The chesed should just continue. And as Yehuda said, we should have simchas and we should spend time together and enjoy each other and be together. Mitzvah Hashem.
Please indulge me just for a few moments, maybe a little longer. My mother always used to say, you do 95% of what you're supposed to do, and Hashem will take you the other 5%. So Hashem, please help me with the 5%. I want to honor all the people that are here, all the people that are watching, and of course I want to honor my mother's memory. As the youngest, I always dreaded this day, for most of my 54 years. I preferred living in denial and believing my mother would never leave me, her baby. Then yesterday I realized it is time to honor the life and times of Selma Reich. Last week, when my mom was in the ICU and we were told her colon was perforated, my son came to visit his bubby. When we were leaving, I said, Ezra, we have to daven for a miracle. And without missing a beat, he responded, Mommy, Bubby is 94. The miracle already happened. So many miracles have already happened. Cyril Bat Esther Freda and Yisrael Balatin was born March 12, 1926 in Brooklyn. The oldest sister to Sonia and Phyllis. She was known as the Brains, always secretly wishing she would be a beauty for one day. Later in her life, to the end, everyone would comment, your mother is such a beautiful woman whose smile lights up the room. The miracle already happened. My mother had so much naches, 3 devoted sons, Adam, Gideon, Stephen, and me, her girl. She would say, Dr. Jack always said, this one is going to be something special. And that's how I always felt, special. My brothers have 3 wonderful spouses, Carolyn, Chaya, Deborah. My mom loved them as her own daughters. 12 grandchildren, Kanai her, Yehuda, Brachi, Rachel, Libby, Ellie, Akiva, Shirina, Chaim, Tzvi, Maria, Lisa, Ezra, Orly. They're amazing spouses. Her additional grandkids, Chani, Baruch, Rivka, Ori, Liel, and her magnificent great-grandchildren, Nachman, Simcha, Netanel, Baruch, Adira, Bella, Ayala, Neama, Yair, Danielle, and Maya Tehila, Liain Hara. Bobby called all of us her precious jewels. The miracle already happened. No one would have described my mom as easygoing, but all who knew her would say she was fearless in her devotion and loved with all her heart and soul. My mother taught me the meaning of true unconditional love and support of her family, always supportive and proud. My mom wasn't fancy, but taught me what was valuable. She worked so hard to give us a religious and Jewish education, and it all paid off big in dividends. Now as a mother, I clearly see her sacrifices, the ones she made for us, to be better and go farther than previous generations. My mom was always supportive of my decisions, proud of me, always told me how beautiful I was and smart and unique. I was special even when I didn't always feel that way. She was so smart, well-read, educated, wise, involved in life. She took me everywhere to introduce me to art, music, dance, culture, encourage me to sing, dance, enjoy life. She would tell me, you're the cat's meow. There was drama in our lives, no doubt, but she would remind me that life isn't a straight line, Aviva. The miracle already happened. She could convince you of the wonders of a bar of ivory soap, astounding her grandkids as it floated. My mom would say, Aviva, I don't go with the flow. I am the flow. My mother always showed me and my brothers unconditional love. She helped me up and propelled me forward always to believe in myself and was so proud of us all. As the years went by, it wasn't easy. And there was never a clear answer. Gideon and Deborah and Carolyn and Steve, Adam and Chaya, he went above and beyond. He always gave such kavod and love and patience when we thought there couldn't be any more patience to be had. And when she returned to us this last year and a half, and the year before that, my children, Aliza, Ezra, and Orly, they gave up their bedrooms, they gave up their bathrooms, they cooked for her, they brought her tea, they tied her shoelaces, they took her for haircuts and manicures. And my mother just thought, wow, These children are just amazing. I want to thank not only my immediate family, my aunts and my cousins, my uncles. I want to thank you for always being there, coming to visit, for holding us up, for loving us so much. And we love all you. I want to thank all my friends in Boca and beyond. For years and years and years, they came, they included my mother, they invited her, they listened to her, they spoke to her, they cooked for her. When we weren't home, they made sure to be there. The community is incredible. They're my family as well. And I never have enough words to describe how thankful and grateful we are. Just give me a moment, please. There was one son that she never gave birth to. But the miracle happens when he entered my life and my mother's. There will never be enough words to express the love, respect, and gratitude I have for my husband, Benjamin, Tyler. I can never describe ever the love, the loyalty, the caring, the respect that my husband had for my mother. Most of the time, to be quite frank, people thought I was the daughter-in-law and he was the son. The lengths he went to care for my mother are indescribable. I don't know many children that would behave in such a manner. The kavod, the time, the devotion, the concern. They talked about books and politics and philosophy. They were as thick as thieves. He cared about the smallest battery in her hearing aids, and he was always there to make sure people treated her physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually properly. He took on the responsibility of the son, of her son. And when my mother could barely speak or swallow anymore, she put together 2 words in her hospital bed. Where's Tyler? Hashem has a special place for you, Ty, in Gan Eden in 120 years. Waiting for you will be my mother and my father. And I hope that Hashem will let me visit every once in a while. My mother was brave. She was a brave soldier until the end. And she kept asking for her mama. And we reassured her that she's waiting for her. And she told me, they found my father and he was waiting for her. And they are waiting for her. I realized she didn't want to give up the fight, not because she wasn't ready, but she wanted to make sure that her baby was ready. And I realized that today I'm ready. Go in shalom, in peace, Mama. I will always love you. We have made a life second to none with you in it. I can never honor the woman that you were properly, the mother, the confidant, the friend, the bubby. But I can thank Hashem and realize that the miracle already happened. Thank you.
You want to line up on the left side and then on the right side. The morning, please walk through. We'll make a shura. Then on this side, women on the opposite side. The morning should walk through from there.
Which way?
Yeah,
This
right
way?
here. That's perfect.
Walk through.
Women on this side. Start walking. I'm walking in after
Yeah, no. How much?
Where's the clear? Holding the phone. Willie, the phone.
What?
I'll get back on soon, okay?